The best way to make your dreams come true is to wake up. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So what do we got going on with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Still holding on to $5,000. Absolutely fantastic. And as we continue to hold on to $5,000, it seems like the news just keeps coming along to the positive side. I don't know if that's helping us hold the $5,000. I know I keep hearing now, I even came across an article talking about it this morning, how Tone Vays is calling out for 1,300. Told you guys I haven't really been watching him much. It's very disappointing. I don't think we're going down. I mean, of course, after large, massive gains, we can always slide backwards, take profits when it's necessary for you and all of that good stuff. But I think that the crypto winter is over. I think crypto spring is definitely here. It sure feels like it here in Florida. The news seems like it. We've done a lot of development, and I'm just like happy and exuberant about the fact that this bull run, I'm ready to sit here and really provide some good services. And you know who else is here doing it with me? My co-host, Samantha.
Good morning, everyone.
So what do you think, Samantha, as this bull run comes around, as the price kicks up, as we're seeing the trend move upwards, just, personally, let's bring it back to a more, this channel level. Are you ready? Do you think the help desk will kick off again? Are you ready for more viewers? Do you think we could actually, spread some Bitcoin awareness here, maybe raise a little capital to get out there and make somewhat of a difference?
I mean, yeah, I guess it's always, as long as you're always improving, because yes, like when we look back on the older ones, and it had so many views compared to what we get now. And I mean, I hate watching them because it's just like, oh my Lord, we could have done that. Oh, why did we have that there? Like, what is that? What are we holding that for? Like, why is it? I'm sure that when we look back somewhere in the middle of this bull run or after or whatnot, we'll be thinking that this is some horrible content because we've moved on and gotten better. But yes, I do think that we have a lot more to offer help-wise this time around. Just like how the flyers, and the first time I was scared. You were like, well, I don't know if anybody's even going to want these things. And the second time got better. The third time, we're not scared at all. I think it's that same.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
It does. And, we've been here for a hot minute, especially for cryptocurrency time. So I guess, Samantha, would you go ahead and pull up that Coin Paprika so we can all go ahead and take a look at these markets today and see what we're actually looking at right now? Of course, I have our 3 news articles to maybe incite some conversation and get things going. So as always, you guys, please pound that like button, smash that like button, do whatever you got to do to that like button, but just make sure its tally goes up one more time for us. Of course, we're a fringe channel here, and YouTube needs a little, inspiration or kick in the butt or something in order to spread our news, our channel, our comments, our commentary out there. So hitting that like button helps, and also sharing it out to your own social media feed helps too. We're just trying to grow a good community here. No one's trying to make a dollar. No one's trying to do anything devious, inceptive, or send you to someone else who is going to take care of you in those kinds of fashion. All right, so what do we got going on here? Market cap, pretty much sideways action at $175 billion. Amazing. I mean, we've come a long way from those days of being under $100 billion. We got BTC dominance holding on to 50% at 50.46. That's absolutely fantastic. As far as I'm concerned, we're not seeing that 49 and some higher percentages on the end there like we were for a moment, which was a little scary, of course. We got Bitcoin coming in at $5,034.26, making a little bit positive to the upside in the last 24 hours, 0.66. But that's okay with me because we're holding on to these 22.63% gains right now for the 7-day. That's amazing, right? I mean, as long as we can continue to move sideways here a little bit, it'll get people even more inspired. We're noticing, some of my news today is about how Google searches are up, not only Google, but also the Chinese equivalency.
Yes, the Baidu. We're going to go with that.
Okay.
How you say that one.
All right. We got Ethereum coming in at $165. That's up almost a full percent right now for the last 24 hours at 0.97. Holding on to 15.97% gains in the last 7 days. We got XRP coming in at 35.6 cents. Sliding backwards only 1 but that's not too bad after the 9% gains we had seen yesterday. Looking at a 13.39% gain on the overall 7-day. We got Litecoin. Look at that. We're going to have a $100 Litecoin here before you know it. $90.30. Remember the lows at 30? I mean, definitely some good investing there. I'm not here for financial advice. I'm just saying that, like I keep saying, people get upset at themselves on the way back if they didn't take a little bit of profit. And I'm not saying, drop off all your bags, but 10% never hurts, because then you don't feel bad when the price comes back down. You knew you took a little profit. And I'm going to keep saying this as we continue to see these gains, because after the 20,000, that was the comment that I heard the most, is that people didn't take enough profits and they were upset about it.
And that's what we ourselves didn't take enough. Like, it was okay.
I don't know, Samantha. We took quite a bit. All right, please. All right, let me see. We got Bitcoin Cash at $290. That's up 0.85, looking at a 71.24% gain. I mean, those gains are absolutely amazing for a week. I'm still not going to touch it, though. We got EOS at $5.33. Look at that, up 2.1%, holding on a 26.62% gain. Nice. And Binance token at 19.33. Wow. That's up another 1.4%, holding on to a 17.717 gain for the 7-day.
Too, so.
All right, let's see. Slide down here a little bit. We got to keep taking a look at Steam, right? I mean, it's been tried and true for us. It's done quite a lot of different things for us. Sliding back 2%, not too bad considering we seen that 10% gain yesterday. Looking at 50.8 cents, and that's still holding a 14.6% gain on the overall week. As I said, I'm still playing Steam Wars. Drug Wars. Steam Wars.
I was like, wait, no, you got some of that right. Yeah. Yes, once you stopped getting beat up and all your stuff taken, you were like, yeah, this is, yes.
All right. As we continue to do every single episode, we have to talk about the Tally Fund. We have to talk about the fundraising. We have to talk about the financials. We're still trying to raise some money. We're trying to get $725 together. We have $38.48 of this. We have 46 more days left on the Tally Fund. This is in order to pay for tickets, gas, flyers. I don't even think I had included the motel room. I figured that we would take care of that ourselves.
Yeah.
So, I mean, trying to always keep the price down to as little as possible. I like to think of it a lot as a carbon offset.
Anything that you donate comes off of the grand total talliness.
Yeah. No matter how it's donated through PayPal, when I get my super chat payouts, I don't know, any of the alternative cryptocurrencies. I had also put up the concept if somebody had wanted to go ahead and collect their free $10 of Stellar on Coinbase, and use Samantha's referral code, that would also pay her $10 when you collected your free $10, that I would also take that off of it as well, as a way to be able to do everything we can to bring down that overall cost on that. We're really just trying to get out there. These are the flyers that we've been passing out with embedded QR codes with the tools necessary to get you started in cryptocurrency. I want to change up the flyer this time around. I am definitely thinking about adding a small hashtag Bitcoin and coffee in the bottom. And I have a little bit of a story this time around. Samantha had came across one of our flyers the second time around. Do you want to tell the story, Sam? As quick and short as possible, because I know you have a tendency to make things long-winded.
I'm so long-winded. I'm a housekeeper. I was cleaning like a college kid's house. There was a couple of them that lived there. I'm not actually
group living.
Yes, I'm not 100%. He was not the owner of the house, so I did not catch his name. But I had first seen that they had an EDC, Orlando magnet on the refrigerator. I had said something. He had asked some stuff. I had said we were out there passing out flyers. He went and pulled out a pile of flyers, and ours was in there. And then he started asking a little bit more and said, well, I never actually did anything. And then I talked a little bit more. So maybe you're out there listening. That would be awesome. But he kept it. He kept it this long, from November. So really,
that was the point in the high quality paper and the high gloss finish. It does cost a little extra, but at least those things did seem positive. There were 2 negative notes. He asked about the channel, and so I was thinking that's why we need to add a hashtag Bitcoin and coffee.
Because he had no idea what it was attached to it.
And the second one is that he didn't, the symbol of Bitcoin here in the center was not enough for him to understand that this whole flyer was about Bitcoin.
He asked what it actually was, and that's when I said, well, it's Bitcoin. Then he asked more, but yes, that he had taken it and kept it because it was a flyer, because it was pretty, but he didn't do anything with it.
So, the next thing around is I want somebody to come in. I want somebody to help. If you have any skills, if you have any desire to get over here with me, and I mean, we can communicate across the internet, of course, sending things back and forth, to be able to come up with possibly a better flyer design. We're also putting the call out for anybody that would like to come to the event and pass out flyers with us. It's going to be the Sunset Music Festival. As you can see, there's 48 days away. So there's plenty of time to catch a flight or whatever to be able to get here. Tickets are still on sale for the event. We're also looking for help in any way that we can get it around here to be able to help make the shows, make the flyers, come on here and give us an interview. Always looking to be able to create more content to spread Bitcoin awareness and let everybody know that this is a digital peer-to-peer cash that has solved the double spend problem and is going to take care of so many avenues of the problems that we see with the fiat dollar. I mean, viva la revolution, people. All right, let's go ahead and stop the screen share. That was quite a long one for us, but sometimes it has to occur.
Sometimes it happens.
All right, let's go ahead and pull up the chat and see what we got going on. Thank you guys so much for joining us for the Saturday brunch episode, right, Samantha? I'm sitting here having my coffee. You over there with your soda, Sam?
No, it is not soda. It is your weird herbal watermelon tea stuff.
Ah, she's actually been cutting back because of us mention. Good job.
Don't give. Yes, whatever. Okay. So we have Andy Anderson. He says, good morning.
Andy, my man, I appreciate you always being here.
Silent Lamb is here.
Silent Lamb, my man.
It's
awesome.
A long time.
Awesome.
I've been busy. We understand.
It is okay. To the best of us.
Oh, the Fundy AU is here. Good morning.
Fundy,
good morning.
All the way from Australia. Amazing. I'm glad you can make it, my friend.
Ooh, Silent Lamb said he just came from a conference. Had to go a bit psycho and 3 business people. Fight the good fight, man. Yeah.
Always.
Oh. Okay, so Silent Lamb also says, according to my sources, in 5 years you will be okay. I'm thinking that too. 5, 10, 15. I'm good. I don't know why it's all 5 increments that I'm thinking like Bitcoin is like, but okay, it could be 17 years or 12 or 4.
At the speed of technology.
You never know. Okay. James Benhart is here.
James, thanks for joining us.
Silent Lamb says never sell BTC. Actually, he said, "Oh my God, never sell BTC."
Oh, I know, but we have to utilize the network. We have to send it around a little bit. I mean, I always recommend taking profits in the form of gift cards. I mean, gift cards are really great. You can get Amazon gift cards, you get eBay gift cards, you get any kind of Walmart gift cards.
Outback, all of the things, yes.
I mean, it's always better than cashing out through Coinbase or Gemini.
Yeah. James Benhart says hodl. And Silent Lamb agrees. The Fundy AU agrees with the Silent Lamb about never sell BTC.
All right.
Silent Lamb also says when he gets back from Japan, he'll help out our cause. Ooh.
Ooh, thank you, buddy.
Ooh, and you're in Japan? Nice.
Ooh, right.
Okay.
Samantha always begs me to go, and it's like, I don't know how that's happening.
And I'm also the horrible person that everybody and anybody, including coworkers, when they go out of country, out of state, I'm like, just bring me something. I'll pay for it. Just bring me something with any state, with any country on it.
Okay, let me see. What do we got going on? I got 3 news articles. Let's start off with the positive. Let's talk about these Google searches, right? We're seeing a big spike in them. And, price, one of the main reasons. People trying to figure out why the price spiked up. That was one of the other main reasons. But this is the highest that we've seen it in 6 months. So, we've seen the price down there at $3,000 for quite a while.
Yes.
I'm sure that's part of it. The next question is going to be is, Google searches and market cycles, are they correlated? You know, as these market cycles occur, can we tell by the Google searches? Is this another indicator that the bear market is over, the bull market is kicking off? I mean, you look at the technical analysis, you look at the predictions, and we do have it seems like it's starting to become a 70-30 flip. You know, 70% of the people are kind of saying that we're about to go parabolic. And then 30% are still saying that we're going to be heading downwards into no man's land, possibly seeing numbers lower than $3,000. Samantha. But, I mean, we've heard about this before, right, Samantha? We've been in the space for a while, and it does seem like every time the price does, you know, goes up, starts increasing. I mean,
more interest.
It's usually 10 days out of the year, right, that they talk about that the price of Bitcoin takes these large leaps and bounds. And before, during, and after is usually when we're hearing about Google price spikes. Or not price spikes, but search spikes.
I mean, I might have contributed to this because, yes, I mean, the kid was asking, you know, how much is it right now? And it was actually right after it had just hit the 5,000. So I got to say, oh, it's 5,000. And oh, no, you don't have to buy a whole one. No. So you never know. It's stuff like that where Google it. I mean, really? Everybody Googles.
I don't know. I think I've turned my boss onto it a little bit. He was telling me the other day, apparently he uses the WhatsApp or the Cash App. He uses the Cash App, and he was like, because he had asked me about it. I had sent him a few links via email to be able to get him started. He told me that he got too busy and didn't get a chance to look at them. But then he told me that he had seen that you could purchase Bitcoin with the Cash App. And I was like, yep. I was like, Bitcoin is getting to be quite a big deal. I was like, you know, the price did just bounce up. We are possibly looking at the bottom of the bear market and bull run getting ready to start off again. I was like, we have a lot of important people like Jack Dorsey talking about integrating Lightning Network, which is our next scaling solution. And I guess as we're talking about Lightning Network, we'll go on into what I have. As I'm got Lightning Network and the Torch, right? The Torch did quite a bit. We're looking at the Torch has been out there getting passed around for 3 months, continuing to pick up famous people.
And this was supposed to like fizzle out. It had a top off limit, and now people are like not even like they're just passing with like a Satoshi.
I have a link down there below of a website that was created by HODLNOT that is helping you track everything to do with the Torch. It has memes. It has every person in order that has it. It has their Twitter following so that you can follow it. And I mean, we're looking at amazing numbers right now with the Lightning Network. We have the capacity coming in at over 1,000 Bitcoin, 1,077 Bitcoins. So at the price of what we have right now, we're looking at $5,424,722 for a capacity.
Million.
Right. That's a long way. That is a long, long way. I remember when we passed 100 BTC on the Lightning Network. And here we are only a year later. And as Bitcoin grows, this capacity continues to grow. I mean, we heard about Bull. I was talking about yesterday, the non-KYC exchange that's going to be operating with on Lightning Network. I mean, we're going to have continuation of this scaling solution integrated into the exchanges. It is going to be the future of Bitcoin.
I mean, this is the solution that everybody keeps complaining about.
And there's, I mean, constant innovation is happening, as we've seen these submarine swaps, right? All right, we got how many channels? We're looking at 29,048 channels. That's quite a few channels, and we got nodes coming in at 7,838 nodes. I heard Box Mining talking about we're starting to get a lot of out of the box, one press button, start up your Bitcoin node, start up your Lightning node, start receiving payments. We've even seen with the Thor Thunder that you're going to be able to instantaneously open up these channels instead of waiting for the confirmations. But still, really, what's an hour to get yourself up and running with your own Bitcoin?
Yep, to have your own node, really? Wow.
I mean, you can continue to check these stats out. I check them out every couple of days. It's at 1ml.com. I mean, they're constantly keeping up with it. They've even added a new search bar parameter so that you can go ahead and put stuff in.
Yeah.
So you can continue checking up on these Lightning networks, like transactions and functionality.
I mean, I don't know. They just keep going. It is good. They are.
I feel like there's spider webs on my face.
We are under the shade that had the scary skull spider last year, so you never know.
I know. I seen a scorpion yesterday. Ooh, you don't see very many of them here in Florida It was pretty little, but still, I was like, whoa.
Hey, shouldn't you be in a cage? Oh.
So what do we got going on over there in the chat? What do you guys think about all of this and the Google searches being up? Do you think that that is an indicator or another indicator of the price? Okay. Going parabolic here soon. I mean, and what do you guys think of the Lightning Network? What do you think of what's going on? I mean, do you think that we have full-fledged adoption of the Lightning Network coming on? I mean, are we moving towards a better situation of, remember at first everyone had the speculation on it. Oh, it's not real. It's not going to work. It's going to be centralized. I'm hearing a lot less of that. And I'm hearing a lot of companies and people getting on board and finding new innovation with the Lightning Network and how they can start integrating it into their daily practices.
I mean, it can't be that centralized. Remember the douchebag that didn't want to give the torch? I mean, to prove the point that it wasn't, and you can't make me. Mm-hmm. They can't make it.
That is an excellent example, Samantha. If it was so centralized, then how did that man get to keep the torch until he got harassed so much that he eventually did send it out?
Yep. All right. So, James Benhart says, just listening to Google's #1 search in China is Bitcoin. Remember years ago, China banned Bitcoin. Exchanges were corrupt there. One day, China will be back in.
Oh, I'm sure they still are, and it is just a little bit on the DL.
Oh, I'm sure. Yes, they're probably, in the shadows or, doing their own thing.
In the shadows.
In the shadows.
If you guys haven't watched that new TV show,
What We Do in the Shadows.
What We Do in the Shadows, the movie was funny. The New Zealand vampire documentary comedy.
I
know, we just totally switched topics, but we've been watching the new episodes. The second one was out the other day.
Oh, hilarious.
Funny stuff.
Hilarious. All right. Crypto Gerbert's here. He says, yo. And Andy Anderson says, I say buy some more Bitcoin. I know.
I don't know if I'm going to buy right now. I'm going to wait and see what happens. I mean, I'm
Oh, so we're not dollar cost averaging real soon?
You guys know me, right? I'm always a wait and see. I don't want to be the first one through any door. I'm going to wait and see if we hold on to this 5K. I mean, I would really like to believe that we're going to, but we do have people saying that we're going to be sliding back down. So, I mean, yes. I'd like to see it drop a little bit and then pick some up, like maybe like 4.5, 4.6, like the bottom of a wick or something, and then pop back up 5.5 would be nice, right? Catch a nice little drop and spike.
Oh, I'm glad I will be at work on Monday. I don't want to watch you trade, sell, whatever you got going on.
All right. So anything going on over there, Samantha?
No, that's it.
All right, you guys, as always, we are here to answer your questions, your comments, talk about whatever you got going on in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So as always, please pile up in the chat. Let us know what you got going on. I'll get into our last news topic, and then if you guys don't have anything to talk about, we'll go ahead and we'll wrap up this episode.
Well, we got 6 minutes.
We got about 6 minutes. Yeah. All right, we'll be able to keep it under that 30 minutes, which YouTube tells us is a good time frame for us.
I mean, we try to be on YouTube's side. It just doesn't seem like he notices,
Right. I mean, it's one of those give and takes. We want to do enough to have YouTube support us because we would like to make a community. We really do enjoy coming out here. You guys are one of the best parts of our week. You guys are our true and actual friends because we're like-minded individuals with a similar passion to fight in this revolution by just holding and owning these cryptocurrencies. We see the problem with the fiat dollar. We see that cryptocurrencies are going to be the future. We may differ and bicker about, which cryptocurrency is actually going to come out on top in the end. But ultimately, we are so close to being similar than different that we can definitely get along with each other.
Oh, yeah. It's like arguing is this purple or fuchsia? It's okay. it's still in that one bracket of the color spectrum, isn't it? Yes, it is.
All right. So we got Binance, their main DEX, or the DEX, their decentralized exchange. We've seen the beta version out already. They're going to be coming to mainnet here. Like real soon, they're talking about, like before the end of this month.
Before the end.
The Economy Conference in Seoul, Korea is where he went ahead and announced this. So, I mean, conferences all over the place. This is another reason for all this positive news that we keep hearing. Yeah. Of course, people hold on to this news until these conferences so they have things to announce.
How he just got back from one. There's conferences going on everywhere right now.
Well, right now is the Boltathon conference that's happening online. I've been really excited about that. So, of course, go check that out. I think that the online conference is definitely the way of the future. It doesn't cost you thousands of dollars to get in. You don't have to go do all that stuff. Sometimes the conferences from last year, what I had seen, I've never been to a conference, is that I've seen that they were more like, I don't know what you'd like to call it, like a beneficiary, like celebrities, limelight, like let's get all together and try to show off with the Lambos.
Oh, like how like charity banquet type
yeah.
Like, I gotcha.
Like nothing good is actually happening. It's just trying to show off how much money we have and how famous we are and how good we look, and not necessarily about, you know, look at what we've been working on with our technology. Everybody.
So you think crypto went a little Hollywood? Huh?
Crypto went a little Hollywood.
All right, I see it. I mean,
well, I mean, it did great things for the Binance token, right? The DAX, the talking about it. I mean, we've seen the big run up. They're holding on to some all-time highs right now at $19. It's just my next concern, possible worry is that they're saying that they're going to do some things to help us by vetting, you know, before they go ahead and adding and charging a large fee. If that ever actually did anything towards preventing scams. But are we looking at the next like IEO, ICO possible run happening? Are we going to start seeing these ICOs, you know, changing it up, adapting to the next level of cryptocurrency and becoming IEOs and trying to get on here at Binance and finding more capital funding, but actually securing a better place for being sold and making that 2 to 6 to 10x?
I mean, the idea of a decentralized exchange is awesome, but so far, I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen.
Yes, we are far from having one that is up and functioning in the way that it needs to be. I mean, we need some sort of a combination of, you know, Bitcoin Lightning Network with atomic swaps involving.
I mean, and they need to
smart contracts.
I mean, sadly, I guess it a little bit, I mean, is how much wheeling and dealing the Asian invasion does, that it is kind of like, it's like, dude, you know, like, there's no way that this is actually, I mean, really? You can shut this down. If you could shut this down, then there should not be a D in front of this.
Well, of course, everything has to start off with some centralization and be able to move into a state of decentralization as you disperse whatever the, you know, the item is.
I don't know. I hope
the population. I mean, Bitcoin originally, I mean, what was it, 100 Bitcoins per block?
Right. I mean, yes, originally Satoshi was, I mean, that was that decentralized. But,
right.
But yeah, I
don't know, just like people still talk about and say that they think that Bitcoin's centralized because you can point to certain wallets that hold large percentages of Bitcoin. Time. They can't hold it forever. You know, they're going to sell some, you know, things are going to be traded, and eventually those wallets will get smaller and smaller and smaller, especially when we're looking at, I keep saying it over and over again, the user that is going to use Bitcoin on the net on a daily basis is not even born yet.
I mean, sadly, it is. I really do think, because it is not going to be our child. His generation, there's too much of a split from who understand it, care about it, to those that still don't and don't care at all.
I know, and this is why I talk about awareness and adoption, and we all have to get out there and do our part to help this, is because if we don't start stepping it up our game a little bit right now,
we're slowing down progress. It's going to take even longer.
Our son is about to be 18 in September. I mean, the generation that is going to use it is starting to be born right now. I mean, in a year or two, they will be in life. So by the time they get to 18, we got 20 years to get Bitcoin to be fully functional cash.
And fully decentralized, and all of the stuff that we're using, if that's what we're really trying to go for. I mean, yes, we need all this stuff to start working. Okay.
Well, to do in 30 what usually takes 50, I think we can do it with our technology.
I think we can. All right, the Fundy IU says, I think a good exchange will come around after it's a too late moment. Same for all privacy. Crazy how many companies want to know your info. Oh, yeah.
It is. Well, I mean, information is value, right?
Yeah.
Information is valuable. And I mean, you can constantly, once you collect this information, you can just keep selling it over and over and over and over and over and over again, making copies of it.
I mean, yes, it's like how much is a phone number worth now? Like 1 penny or something. But in the sense, okay, well, if you have 1 billion phone numbers that you can sell to companies and whatnot, well, then that's not a penny. I mean, I just don't even. There's so much info. I guess we're worth a lot more than we know, people. A lot more than we know.
Yeah, they want our money. I mean, we are the working force. I mean, that's always, this is my problem with it, is that the people that are rich are actually rich sitting around doing nothing, enjoying their lives. We should be enjoying our lives.
They're living off us.
I don't want to keep working, like, you know, I'm not anymore, but I didn't want to work 50 hours a week in a factory every single week to be sick and dead on the weekends, to go back and do it again, to scrape by. You know, to not be able to enjoy my family and my loved ones. Because ultimately, you know, I say this one too a lot. That's what it's really about, is spending time with your loved ones. And the way that finances are broken up across the world is a problem. You know, when you have people in, you know, I always say Venezuela, but any of these third world countries, you know, living on a couple dollars a day.
I mean, you remember the freaking
the
TV
price of a lot of people's Starbucks every
Yeah.
single day would feed an entire family and change, like really change their day.
I mean, it was here in the United States, because I remember that was a big infomercial loveliness, but it was like one of those, like how the ASPCA horrible, like, hour worth of, like, just make you feel bad, spend the $5 a month.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, starving children in America. There are starving people everywhere, and it's because it's not fair. It is just not fair. The tiered system of money is not fair.
I mean, and in my opinion, it all starts with the creation of the dollar bill.
Then yes, life is not fair, but it can be fairer. It can be a lot fairer.
Fairer.
Fairer. That is a word
You
now.
are fairer, Samantha.
Well, thank you.
I really appreciate you guys joining us this afternoon for our wonderful brunch episode. We will be here tomorrow with another brunch episode at 11 o'clock. Right,
Yep,
Samantha?
Yep.
If there's anything you guys want to talk about, please pile it in the chat. Is there anything over there right now, Samantha? Because otherwise,
Nope.
I'll go ahead and start winding down this episode and let you guys go on and get about your day. Keep watching those Bitcoin prices. But remember to enjoy your time with your family, because you only get today once, right? I have all kinds of tools, links, and affiliation codes listed down below to help you figure out these cryptocurrency markets. I'm constantly changing it. I'm constantly updating and adding new tools to it. Like I said, 1ML is a great place to be able to check out
the
Lightning Network
stuff.
and the chat and the stats and all of that. That's down below. HODLNOT has a page to let you check on the Lightning Torch. That's also listed down below. We also have the Tally Fund and donational addresses and all that kind of stuff listed down below to be able to help to the cause, right? I think of it a lot as a carbon offset. We all have to get back to Bitcoin.
We'll plant your Bitcoin tree.
Right. I'll just leave it at that, you guys. Is there anything over there in the chat, Samantha?
Nope, we're good.
We're good. All right, you guys, please pound that like button. Share this video out. Check out all of my social media links down below. Come and follow me on those social medias. Give them the thumbs up, the like, the heart, the whatever it is. It really helps out the channel. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. Make today your best day. And remember, keep your BTC safe.
Bye, guys.